Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, and in this episode we are gonna be taking down Torun at the Gate of the Gods. But before we do that, we are gonna have to get some keys for ourselves. So we have we have 21 exactly. We're gonna need about... How many times have we beaten Torun? About, let's say, 35, 34... around that amount is what we will need. And there's lots of ways we could get keys. I mean, lots of realms we could go to. Like, there's really only one way for us to get keys in a hurry, which is to go to one of these realms where we have emblems to spend, and then spend those emblems to buy keys. But there are lots of realms we could go to accomplish that, and I'm just gonna go to the Arachnid Nest because I'm not really looking to unlock new things. I don't want to distract myself, you know, looking at new spells, for example, which is what we would normally do if we were just playing regular realms, right? So just try to keep things as simple as possible. Go to the Arachnid Nest, which is the place where we feel the most at home. And we are very close to another favor rank as well. Is there a way we... Here we go. Gives us another bit of loot. Alright. You know what? I just realized enemies have extra traits in this realm. So we gotta deal with that. Blank slate. Yeah, okay. Blank slate A, blank slate M, which should work. And should help us deal with these enemies a little bit quicker. Alright. Alright, let's get this done. Oh. I just realized, like, the main thing we even wanted out of this realm was keys, so let's not forget to do that. In fact, let's wait until we have 500 emblems, and then we'll buy... What the fuck is going on with these guys, man? That was annoying. Alright. Hopefully the rest of these enemies don't bother us that much. Alright, let's just keep things going. Ooh, oh, by the way, the silence, start of battle silence, is also paying dividends for us. Because it, well, I mean, without that encounter with the salamanders would have been quite irritating. Right? We get that as well. I don't think we're gonna bother too much with the divination candle. I'm just gonna skip. Ooh, we are gonna get a new skin though. For what? That was like a strange rodent of some kind. What the fuck are these guys doing? Cosmopolitan? For a griffin? Hang on a second. We need to investigate this. For a griffin? Cosmopolitan. Oh, what? Oh, I thought it looked like a rat, but it's actually, I think, I mean, it is deliberately made to look like a rat, but I think it's meant to be a pigeon. And I think the idea is pigeons are often referred to derisively as flying rats. So that's a bit of a commentary on that. So that's pretty funny. This griffin skin is pretty cool as well. Meteor, I like it. And then this one's just an armored griffin. Right, cool. Cool stuff. Cool indeed. So we even got a rare drop that we weren't looking for. And very unimpressive nether stone. Oh no! Oh, why does it have to be these guys? Well, it's done. Anyway, let's just get through this realm as quickly as possible, because this is just a prelude to the main objective in this episode. Ooh, a treasure golem as well. I'll happily murder this guy. Just get him quickly. Oh my god, this is why I hate extra traits, is that even if you're prepared for it, extra traits could still... See, that this guy's obviously, at the start of battle, had obviously been fused with the fucking cloth abomination, which is why he's got that stupid barrier that we had to dispel. Just extra traits just make things way more annoying than they need to be. Come on, just fucking, god damn it. Do we have time walk? Kill this guy. Right, and we've cornered this man. Let's kill him. Are we gonna get anything nice out of it? Not really. That's okay. We just wanna finish this realm quickly. We do, like, I'm not gonna just leave all these chests uncollected. I am gonna open all of them. But we gotta get a move on. Alright, come on. Alright, you're done. Alright, this is a very huge, sprawling realm. I wish it hadn't generated something quite this big, because it's working against my desire to finish things quickly. But that's okay. Oh yeah, we've got a master fight as well, which we might as well do. That's done. Gorgon, Master. Let's just start out with a blank slate and then just, you know, do things the old-fashioned way. Oh, we have less healing in this realm. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna really suck. It's gonna really, 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 really suck. I'll just keep provoking. Do a bit of this. Oh, that's annoying. Let's just try and end this. There we go. I think that might be enough to win. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Let's try and wrap this up as quickly as we can. Only 2 more enemies. Ooh. That's the realm done. And let's not forget that we do actually need to buy the emblems, buy the keys with these emblems. In fact, let's just do that right now, because if I don't, I am worried that I will just forget, and then that will be annoying. So we have exactly 500. Which gives us 20 keys, and that should be enough. That should give us, how many do we have? 41. So enough to beat Torun, and also a bit of extra, giving us a bit of a buffer as well. So that's nice. Before we leave, I just want to make sure that we've not left anything behind. But these guys are down. And finally... Oh, okay. Unexpected, but I'll take it. You know, just blank slate him just in case. And there we go. Nothing to do with me. And I think this might also be a mimic fight. Yep. All right. Well then. Let's, I don't know, do some of this. There we go. Mimic down as well, so we found 1 skin in this realm, which was just a huge bonus. And 1 very, like, not a very uncommon, a low rarity netherstone. But the main thing we went there for, of course, was the keys. Or now this this is done. Now we can go and fight Torun at the Gate of the Gods. Now finally we are ready to do this. Right, we're ready to do this. Before we fight him, I wanna mention something that I haven't really been talking about, which is each god has his own or her own or their own god trait, and those traits have their own names. Those names are, you know, appropriate to whatever the god is trying to do, like reflection from 4080, like sometimes you try to do something, it just happens to you instead, right? Obvious. Aeolian, this one's a bit of a fancier name, but again, it's about him having immunity and, you know, stuff like that. Some of the names, though, are pretty funny. So, I think we drew attention to Lister's trait, Loif Fair, because this is it's written in the same way that Lister talks, which makes it quite amusing. There's also a, I guess, sucked dry from Regalis, potentially a suggestive name. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it doesn't mean anything else. But you know what? Or maybe it does. Who knows? There are a few more, a couple more that I find pretty amusing. So this one's another great one. Scared Shitless from Tartareth. Enemies can't manually attack or cast. And then the god that we're doing today, by far my favorite name out of all of these traits, in addition to everything else, is Torun's trait. Run, motherfucker, run. And no description about what it does. Say hello to my little friend's fuckface. One of the many things I love about this god is that it just, everything about it is just phrased in terms of an insult to the player. So much so that it doesn't even give you a description for what he does. You've got to fucking look it up on the wiki or, you know, do something else. Because if you go fight this guy unprepared, he just does a ton of scripted indirect damage. And I guess that's your clue, right? Because when you're fighting him, you'll see what is happening. If you go to the history, the trait is called Fuck You. And the way it works is that it attempts to deliver unto you a large amount of indirect damage. And there's no way to avoid it other than oh no, man, what? Oh god, okay, we gotta figure out how to deal with this. There's no way to avoid it other than just having a lot of protections against indirect damage, which we kind of do, but could like we're also okay. This is a bit of a problem. The fact that Miraxus keeps dying is a bit of an issue. How could we address this? Well, we could equip the IDR sword. This is the Blight sword. Hang on, do we? Goat boots, okay sword. Where's the... Who has the... One of my other parties has gotten the IDR sword. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Or is it on the second page? No, it's not. Phase Knight boots, Endurance aura. These are all equipped things. Hang on a second. Who has my... Who has my sword? You know what? I'm not gonna bother looking for it. I'm just gonna... We're just gonna try and get this done quickly. So here's how we'll do it. We are going to swap out the macro. I'm gonna give it the Clayman. Clayman Mark II. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this one to the Mimic, and I'm gonna assign... Oh no. I'm gonna assign Mark II to everybody else. And the Dread White can continue provoking like normal. Alright. Get ready for the beating of a lifetime, motherfucker. I've been waiting to shove my non-existent foot up your ass since the day you were born. Dude, what? Why do you hate us so much? Why does he hate us so much? What do we ever do to him? Dude! Alright. That's a bit of a problem, because why does Miraxus keep dying? Is he missing some, like... Because nobody else seems to have a problem staying alive. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on with Miraxus. Let's raise his defense. Let's give him a field items. Yeah, more defense, less intelligence. Use it on... Is this gonna help? Is this gonna help? It might. There's only one way to find out. Guess we can get some of this stuff. Not that... I don't really expect it to do anything. It kind of seems like it's helping. Okay. I think maybe that tiny boost to defense seems to have solved our problems. Okay. Alright. Keep on provoking, keep on doing this. And at some point, you're gonna have enough damage that you can take this guy out. Okay. So we've solved our problems, I think. Ooh, Summer Torun. I'm gonna be really, really excited to see all of these skins at the end of all of this. But for now, we just have to get through this. Slayer of Torun 10. Alright. Alright. Seems like we've cracked the code. The issue was that Miraxus didn't quite have enough defense. And so the damage he was taking was just a little bit more than the amount of health that he had at the end of all of that. Scripted indirect damage that Torun was trying to throw at his trying to throw his way. All right. How long have we been going? We had a whole realm to do, and then we went in to these fights. All right. We're making decent time, but I mean, we only have one god to fight this episode, so you would expect that we'd hopefully not take that long to get it done. Oh, except we somehow got Meraxus killed again. But like, he doesn't need to survive the entire fight, he just needs to survive long enough that we're able to win the battle. I think maybe the randomness of when we get our bonus extra casts for Archangel's Blessing is kind of also having an impact. Like, it's percentage, surely it's percentage damage that he's doing via his boss trait. But even percentage damage, like we learned with the with the fermented hops party, even percentage damage, like, it's not as straightforward as you might think, because like, it seems to be that there's a certain amount of damage that the game is trying to do, and then that gets modified by other things. Defense seems to be one of them, because even when we were doing percentage damage, when the enemy defense was too high, it simply would not... It simply wouldn't work. Like, remember all those... Oh, fuck off, dude. Like, remember all those times that... All those times that... Oh, no. Man. All those times that... Man, what... Whatever, I've completely forgotten what I was gonna say. I was gonna say all those times when we were doing bosses and they had a Pumpkin King in their party, or like a Pump King, I think is what it's actually called. And we were just unable to damage them as a result. And the moral of the story is that the math behind how this game calculates damage is complicated. And you can kind of figure out how things might be working, but chances are occasionally that there are going to be moments where unexpected things happen simply because you haven't seen the... Oh no. you haven't seen the full formula that is behind the game and what it's doing. Oh god, this is disgusting. The reason I'm upset right now is just because I really don't like Nephilim shield bearers. Their trait is just really, really obnoxious. We're not gonna be able to damage them. Although luckily you did cast your free Clayman on the correct target. Because if you go to history, I don't know, like even the history gets hard to read when stuff like that is happening. Anyway, let's just... I think he might have cast Mutilate on them, which is why they died before I had a chance to do anything. But this guy, we weren't able to damage him anymore because the game was trying to tell us that he had taken too much damage. Anyway, let's just do this. Let's just do that. Hopefully we don't have too many shield bearers in our remaining... I mean, there are like 25 fights to go, so it probably is gonna happen, but you know what? We'll deal with it. Oh wait, do we have... Hopefully this isn't the piercing dragon claws enemy, because those guys are really obnoxious. Anyway. Good start so far. I think we're just gonna try and win. There's another victory. The reason I wanted to fight Torun with my party, by the way, with my Animator party, and not like cheese him with the Fermented Hops party. We could cheese him with the Fermented Hops party easily by using the adjusting our party so that our resistance to indirect damage was a bit higher, or switching to the Master of Phase Warriors trait, where you can just make yourself immune to indirect damage. Like I didn't want to cheese him. I wanted to fight him somewhat legitimately, just trying to take him down via the normal way that we fight normal bosses. Like, if we can take down... Finally we get the plush. That took a long time. And that plush looks amazing as well. Yeah, I wanted to... I mean, the way this fight has turned out, there's no chance of us being able to die, because our defense is just too good. But occasionally we have to deal with him killing individual members of our party and making things complicated in that sense. For this one, for instance... This battle, for instance, I think We might want to set them on fire, actually, because they have a dread white. Oh, easy. Do a bit of Fire Devil's Rage, if I can find it. There we go. And, oh, I think this is just gonna kill them. There we go. I'm also gonna adjust the macro slightly. So, I'm gonna assign a different macro, just the roots macro, I think. Because I don't want the enemies wasting our time by taking their turns, and this should help us do that a little bit better by casting roots more often. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm a little quiet just because I'm seeing how things... Okay, well, that's annoying. I think I did get a little bit carried away casting Clayman in that battle. But, you know what, it's fine. Oh, no. Gotta go after Torun. Gotta go after Torun. So... I think this is working, although I think one issue is that when the Mimic runs out of ethereal charges for entangling roots, he's not going to be able to do anything more, and the macro will not... It will cease to have any, have any impact. Could occasionally get extra charges for, not extra charges, but free casts for entangling roots. If you get Arcane, and we will often get Arcane because we're casting Archangel's Blessing pretty often. So that's gonna be a way to deal with it. Anyway, let's just carry on going through. When we get closer to the end, I think I'll start talking a little bit more about the we're almost at the end of the entire Gate of the Gods process. Not exactly true, because we still have to do Ascensions, but Ascensions are a kind of different thing. We're through the process of having to fight all of the gods huge amounts of time. Huge numbers of times. This is going to be the last video where that is a thing. And you'll definitely have to take a moment just to acknowledge our accomplishment. But again, we'll do that when we are a little bit close. And for now, we've got about another 20 of these battles to win. Oof, the Mimic, Meraxus nearly died. Alright, let's just do a bit of this as well. That's another victory against Torun in the books. And let's just continue onwards. I don't know if it's strictly necessary to get these. I guess it's helpful to have them snared at the start of combat. It is frustrating every time Meraxus dies, just because it throws everything off. Man, it really does throw, like, the entire math gets thrown off. Okay, come on. I think we might be able to win, regardless of any of that. Because the problem with Meraxus dying is that he loses. We don't have retention, so he loses all of the stats he gains, and then if he gains any stats, it's gonna be such a huge health gain that the percentage health he'll have at the end of all of that will be very low, meaning the what I assume is the percentage indirect damage that Torun is dealing is just gonna almost always just instantly kill him. I really wish it wasn't Meraxus getting killed. Even if it was the Mimic getting killed, I wouldn't mind so much. But Meraxus dying, that's just not a good time. But I think overall we're doing okay. Like, these slight variations in terms of who moves when are sometimes having pretty big impacts, but overall we're still winning pretty comfortably. And again, because he's doing percentage damage, it's not like he's getting any better. It's not like those percentages are going any higher every time he gains a level. Like, he gains more health, he gains more damage with, like, other individual actions that he may or may not do if he ever does get a chance to move. But his boss trait is not getting any stronger. And as long as we can just hang in there and keep Meraxus alive for most of these battles, we should be just fine. Do a bit of this. And do a bit of this. And there is another win. Haven't found as many Torun skins as I would have liked. We already found one last episode, which I haven't shown, the Halloween Torun. I think we found the spring and summer Torun skins as well. But, like, surely there are others, though. There must be. We've got about another 10 fights with Torun to try and make that happen. Alright. Might be able to... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Another takedown, and I guess we've got 15 battles. Haven't wasted a single key so far. At this point, I think the only way I probably could waste a key is if I accidentally start a fight against the wrong boss. Ooh. A pretty important thing just happened. Perhaps you can guess, just based on the sound effect if you were listening, and what such sound effects have typically meant in the past. I'll show you just as soon as we are done with this fight. I just keep on doing a bit of that. And just do a bit of this. Still no skins. Oh. I meant to show you that we just hit 75% game completion. One more percentage point, 3/4 of the way through this game. And that is a thing of beauty. That is lovely indeed. And a lovely moment to have in this episode as well. Alright. Alright. I guess it's not just the turn order that makes a difference in terms of how quickly we can scale. It's also whether we get free casts of Archangel's Blessing, which then determines whether on our next turn we can cast Clayman straight away, or whether we're gonna have to be casting the healing spell first to get the health up. That's something to keep in mind. There is a bit of randomness in terms of how this build is operating, but the randomness is just in the sense of if you get lucky, you'll get your things done more quickly. It's not like we're never really in danger. Oh no, what? Why though? Oh man. Oh, even now, you fucking. We might actually just die because we can't really do anything. Okay, let's do an Archangel's Blessing. That's so fucked up, dude. That is fucked up, my man. Okay. Good job to the Ebony Ant for Are you serious right now? Are you fuck? Oh my god. I think we're resistant to debuffs now, so at least we're no longer getting silenced. Hopefully, I don't think. Okay, yeah, that does seem to be happening. That was so fucked up, though. Like, what? That's one of the worst things that you can have in an enemy boss party when you're having a boss fight. Anyway, let's just try and finish things. There we go, there's the Christmas skin. So we've gotten all of the 4 seasonal skins. But surely there are others as well. Surely there are more. Also, let me see how long we've been going. 50 minutes, alright, not that bad. Alright. Pretty good so far. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, yeah. I should have probably seen that coming. But they're dead. But now we are entering the 40s. All right. This one seems to be going okay. Okay, I think it's time to end this fight as well. There we go. Still only the 4 skins. Maybe Torun only has 4 skins? But I would expect there to be at least one more. I just provoke. Oh no, yeah. I knew Meraxis was gonna fucking die. Come on, let's just... Okay, this is annoying. Oh no, I cast the wrong thing. I was trying to end the battle. Or I was intending to end the battle, but picked the wrong spell. Another victory. Very close to the end. Let's not fumble it now. I've gone a bit quiet just because I'm concentrating. I don't think there's much really even that requires concentration, but I would really love it if we get through this entire episode without losing even once. That would mean a lot to me. And I think this fight we are definitely able to just end this like this. Alright, oh, yeah, a second page. I don't know why I was looking for Torun on page 1 there. Just a bit of a mental lapse. Of course, Torun is going to be on the second page. That's how the alphabet works. I'm just paying attention to what is actually happening in the battle. So that hopefully I can notice what are the points where it looks like Meraxes is in danger of dying, and whether there is something I can do in the turn preceding that maybe instead of casting like if I notice that Meraxes has low percentage health, but the Animator has high percentage health, and then I'm like, oh, when the Animator casts Clayman again, then Meraxes' health gets pushed down too low, and then the next turn kills him. Maybe in those situations I could instead just cast an extra Archangel. So far though, things seem to be going okay. Okay, I think we might as well just... Meraxes did die then, but we were already good enough to just win the battle, so... Might as well just win instead of taking a bunch of extra time resurrecting him and then... You know, like there's no point doing that if you already are able to win directly. Yeah, we could resurrect him and then buff ourselves more and then kill them in one hit. But, like, that's not really... Yeah, you save one hit, but you spend an extra 40 seconds having to do this whole musical chairs routine where, like, he dies, but then you bring him back and then you're trying to keep him alive just barely long enough so he can do one thing before he dies again. No, that's not really worth it. He's gonna die again. Oh, not quite. He had very low percentage health, but he didn't die that time, so, I don't know. I'm clearly not fully understanding how this damage scheme even works. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because we only have a small number of battles left to win. I guess if we don't get the early snare, and if they get their turns, they could conceivably do a bit of extra damage as well. And if that's what's happening, and that's putting Meraxes below the, the safe percentage, so to speak, that could be another reason why he's getting killed, but that wouldn't explain why it's only him that's generally dying. Because if that's the thing, then everybody should occasionally be dying, right? Because anybody could occasionally get hit. It's not like Meraxes is taunting and forcing people to attack him and only him. It must just be due to his stat distribution somehow. In fact, not only is Miraxus not taunting, but our Dreadwhite is taunting. So no, that wouldn't explain it. They'd have to cast specifically an area of effect spell in order to make that happen. Yeah, this time I could tell he had dangerously low health, so it makes sense that he died. In fact, in this case, the Ebony Ent also died. So that one I get. That one I totally get. Two more left. Or maybe three more. 48, 49, 50. I think, yeah, probably three more. Oof, that was close. Almost died, but not quite. Good job casting Clayman on the correct target. Alright. We'll let Torun take a turn. What's he gonna do? The answer is literally nothing. I think he attacked his own teammate because of confusion. And that's all he was able to accomplish there. $49. Almost at the end. I'm not sure what that guy did there. And I'm not curious enough to go into the battle history. I'm just ready to Ooh, they've got a Purghast in their team. That's fun. All right, I think we're just ready to. I think we're just ready to win. There we go. Still no skins, so maybe he only has 4 skins. In any event, our final victory against Torun coming up. And we got through this. It's more than an hour at this point, right? Yeah, it's an hour and 3 minutes. But we did spend a bit of time, you know, doing an extra realm to get those extra keys. So the fact that it's a little bit long isn't that bad. It's also the final one, right? I wanted to make a bit of a special occasion out of the final one. And maybe we can try and win. I think that should be enough. And there we go. And nothing special from the 50th win, but we are about to pick up the achievement any moment now. There we go. Gate of the Gods, Torun 10. Now that we are done, let's take a look at what we accomplished this episode. So we have now beaten every single one of these gods, all the way to level 50, and those achievements are all god achievements. Sorry, Yeah, all of them are God achievements, and we've gotten 86% of those God achievements. What God achievements have we not gotten? God Forge, okay, yeah. We haven't used that, really. Um, so there's 10 achievements for that. We might as well, we'll do that at some point. And then there's a bunch of donation achievements, okay? Some donation achievements have yet to be obtained. Quite a few of them, actually. That's going to be another bit of a slow grind. And then for obtaining the remaining relics. And then for empowering said relics. And then the 10 Godforge achievements. Why weren't we using the Godforge? Right, because we gotta spend emblems and at this point we are preferring to keep emblems. Preferring to keep emblems. I mean, indirect damage reduction. Hey, hang on a second. All this takes is Caliban mana, because Caliban doesn't have emblems. Ooh, hey, hell yeah! You know what? Let's go ahead and let's just do it. I guess. And then the rest of them are gonna take emblems. And I guess base defense could be good. Stat reduction given could also be pretty good. Attack damage. And then the rest of it. Ooh, 2 additional. Oh man, this could make things a bit too crazy. I don't know about that. I think spell charges. You don't really need spell. Like base percentage defense and base defense, right? And then percentage health and base health. Healing given and received could be fun. Less spell damage taken, less attack damage. What? Regalis? Base health. Spell gem potency could be fun. Buff debuff? Are we debuffing them? More spell slots? Alright, that's a good thing. Yeah, we can use the Godforge. Are we gonna get an achievement for that? For using the Godforge once, or like you have to use it 100 times? Like, and you get an achievement every 10 times. Let me just check that. Yeah, you every 10 times you get an achievement. That's a lot. But basically it's you gotta have a whole bunch of emblems. And when it comes time to do it, we can easily grind out those achievements. That's not even a problem. But yes, we're finally done. What I'm gonna do is, where's my? Let me just hang on. Let me just get my phone because I'm gonna try and do one thing. Actually, no, I don't need. Sorry. I was gonna say I don't need my phone, but actually I do need my phone, because before we end, I want to make sure that I have all of the plushies for all of the different gods. Alright. Before I start doing any victory speeches, so okay. Siralim ultimate creatures. Creatures bestiary. Open this in Chrome and search for avatar creatures. Alright, there we go. So we have 4080 done. We have Aeolian done. We have Alexandria done. We have Aneltha done. We have Apocrynox. It was a bit hard to fight, a bit hard to find amid all of these apocalypse. Apocrynox is done. We have Ariamaki. We have Aurum. We have Azural. We have Caliban. That one's pretty adorable. We have... we're looking for Erebus now. We have Erebus. We have Raiden. We have Generos, okay. We have Gonfurion. We have Lister. We have Lister. We have Meraxus. Don't have Mortem? Oh no, we do have Mortem. Obviously. I looked at the Modron one and I thought, oh, that's not Mortem, but no, Mortem is right below. We have Mortem. We have Muse. Okay. Do we have Perdition? We do have Perdition. Okay. Do we have Reclusa? We do have Reclusa. And Regalis. We have Shallan. And Surathli. And Tartareth. And Tenebris. And Tamaramurgo. Although Tamaramurgo, like, depending on which list you're looking at, how the apostrophe gets alphabetized compared to regular letters can vary. So sometimes Tamaramurgo is above Tartareth, sometimes Tamaramurgo is below Tenebris. So, you know, just keep that in mind if you're looking through your own lists. And I think that's the final one? Is that the... No. There's another page, obviously. Because there are other gods. We're looking for Torun. We do have Torun. And now we're looking for Venedon. Do we not have Venedon? We don't have Excuse me? We don't have Venedon. Is this true? Valkyrie, Uralos, Valkyrie, Vertrag. We don't have Venedon. But let's look for the others. Do we have we have Vulcanar? And Iseros. Iseros and Zante. So we somehow seem to not have found the Venedon plush, which is a bit of a does he not have a plush, or have we just fought him that many times and never gotten it? Because let me just switch to the Shadowbringer. And let me take down Venodon a few times. Let me actually just quickly swap my group. Here's the thing though, I don't want to be... If it turns out that he simply doesn't have a plush, which I hope isn't the case, because we've killed him many times. I mean, this is a... I'm gonna spend the rest of these keys taking down Venodon. Difficulty levels past 10 do not yield more rewards than level 10. Does he not have a... Or is his name misspelled? I'm gonna have to maybe look through the episode where we fought Venodon. To see if, God, it feels so painful spending these keys because I'm like, am I just wasting them? Am I just... Hang on a second. Let's open the decoration menu, right? Let's... Maybe it got put into a different... No, Void Mirror, Void Well, there's nothing... There's nothing... Maybe it's a statue? Yeah, there's nothing there either. This is really bothering me. Really, there's no... He would be right here. He would be above Vertrag if he was in this list. Is he somehow... somewhere else? And his name is just misspelled. Man, this is really throwing me off. This is really throwing me off. I'm gonna have to go back to the video where we fought Venodon. I'm gonna spend the rest of my keys just to take him down 3 more times. It's okay. Oops, sorry. It's okay if we waste 6 keys. But I mean, if you fought him 40 times, and if this relatively... not even that low probability... I mean, we're still getting skins. Halloween, Venodon. Alright, speaking of skins, I have to show you the Torun skins. But what is going on with this, man? With these last 2 keys, are we gonna get anything? Has he just gone for this many wins without dropping his plush? Is that what's happening? This is the last key that we have. And then there just doesn't seem to be a Venodon plush. Yep, that's the last key that we have, and there is no Venodon plush. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, we have to end this episode right now, right? Let me start by switching back to the animator, right? Let me make sure you have your spells. You don't have your spells, but I know what spells you need. So let me put them back. Oop. Alright. I'm gonna investigate that in between episodes. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we are going to reflect on what we accomplished this episode, right? What do? We beat Torun at the Gate of the Gods. It was epic. Torun is my favorite god. I'm sure a lot of people have the same opinion just because of how ridiculous everything related to him is. And before I show you the skins, I am also going to show you this. Like, all of the gods have their own traits when you're fighting them. They have a separate set of traits for their avatar creatures. Again, with names that are appropriate, but some names are a little amusing. So, what does Tartareth have? The End? Alright, that's a cool name. Gem Cutter, Brothel, interesting. Interesting. I mean, like, with a name like Brothel, her god trait, which is called Sucked Dry, does lend some credence to the idea that maybe that was a suggestive title. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much. Let's look at Torun's avatar trait. Again, one of my favorites. Actually, probably not even one. Like, you can never do better than this. Let's just read this. I hate you fucking all. At the end of your creature's turns, they'll say a lot of fucked up shit to the enemies. Since your enemies have the emotional fortitude of a Pikachu, they'll cry like a bunch of, I'm not even sure what insult that is, but I'm sure it's devastating. And they'll deal 90% less damage. This trait does not stack. Whatever the fuck that means. Hilarious. So we took a look at that. Now let's take a look at some of the skins that we got. We got, I think, Halloween Venodon. So let's take a look at that. I'm not sure who he's dressed as, but looks pretty snazzy. Now let's start taking a look at the Torun skins. This is the Halloween Torun skin that I got kind of as a glitch from fighting Tartareth. And yep, he's got a bit of red paint, at least I hope that's paint, at the base of his stone head. Some black paint around the eyes, and not sure, maybe palm leaves painted black as his head. I'm not sure how you'd accomplish that look, but I mean, it looks pretty fine. We also have Springtime Torun, who is just got some grass at his base and some flowers on top, right? Sounds lovely. We also have Summer Torun, who's, oh hey, he's got, look, wow, this is, he's actually smiling. He's got a that's so weird. That's so strange, looking at Torun not just constantly scowling. That might actually be the most disturbing one out of all of them. But I mean, he seems to be pretty happy with his drink and his sunglasses. And we also got Christmas Torun, I do believe. Yeah. Christmas Torun. He's just Santa Claus. Yeah. So you got that. sadly, the Venodon plushie seems to have disappeared somehow. I'm gonna have to see what happened with this, because that's something that needs investigating. I'm gonna have to... I'll even look in the episode where I ascended the Animator, where we fought Torun the first time. Did we get anything then? If not, then I'll look in the episode where we fought Venodon. So did I say fought Torun or fought Venodon? I meant I have to look at each individual instance where I've fought Venodon. This is the advantage to recording this stuff, even if it ends up being really repetitive, is that I can always go back and reference something just in case something odd like this happens. Like, did we get the plush and was it just misclassified, or did we just not get it at all? That is what I'm gonna do in between episodes. Also, next episode, we're gonna be trying one final time to try and get the Life Mastery Anointment. Whatever happens, happens, because the episode after that, hell or high water, we are going to be ascending the Pariah. And that was a very strange and sort of disorganized end to the episode, just because I was really thrown by that whole plushie situation. But you know what? At least now we know there's a potential issue, and I can try and see maybe if there's some way to address that. Anyway, that is gonna be all for this episode. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time. We hung out with our two favorite gods this episode. We started out visiting Regalis, and then we visited Torun. I mean, I say visited, we killed him about 40 times, but he doesn't mind. He's cool with it. You saw that picture of him with the sunglasses. He's just having a great old, wonderful summer, vacation with his lemonade or whatever the hell he was drinking. His hard lemonade, I guess. I don't know. He's having a good time, so don't even worry about him. But yeah, we also accomplished the final god kill at the Gate of the Gods. And now we're gonna have to save up some more keys to eventually start ascending all our specializations. But that's gonna be an objective for the not so far future, but for a while we're gonna have to take a bit of a pause on this just to get that stockpile of keys built up again. But yes, that is gonna be all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.